last night in the Pips and helped me get through the night. Yeah, definitely, you know. Gabrielle, you know, as a developing singer, you know, you used to, you know, sing in choirs.
Yeah, mostly. As I say, I walked out of school just before my 15th birthday, and then I had to go out to work because that's all there was for me to do. And so it was not until I was in adulthood that I moved to Highgate, and I was always going to church anyway, and I started singing in the choir there at St. Joseph's Church, and which is up Highgate Hill or off Highgate West Hill. And we used to sing on the altar sometimes. There were only 3 or 4 of us in the choir, and we used to rehearse twice a week, and it was every week. I sang every week, and then we also sang in the choristry, you know, that was above where the service was taking place. And we used to do all the religious holidays, you know, Easter and Christmas, etc. So actually there was quite a lot of preparation involved, even though we were just singing hymns and things. And also, while I was living there, I joined, I don't know if they were called the Hampstead Players, I'm not sure, but it was old time music hall. So I did that for 2 years. And I hadn't really sung solo apart from when I was 4 years old. That was the first time I started singing solo, and I remember doing a Judy Garland song in this old time music hall, and I believe everyone else got paid, but because I was the last one in, I didn't get any cash. It wasn't a lot, but I could have had an equity card by now. If you know, the money had been split. So I was with them for about 2 years, and then I think the director went deaf. I'm not sure. He was an amazing guy, and I think he lost his hearing, and either I left or it maybe it capsized. I'm not really sure what happened, but I used to enjoy that, and all the dressing up and the costume changes. You know, we sometimes 5 or 6 changes in about half an hour. And I really enjoyed that. Anyway, whilst I was singing in the church choir at St. Joseph's, I can't remember if it may have been Easter. I can't remember. I would have the date somewhere. But I got stung by a wasp in the middle of a hymn. So I thought I'd had a heart attack. I was up there and I'd never been stung before. And I got stung under the arm, and the pain radiated all up the left part of my chest, and I thought, geez, I'm having a heart attack. And I didn't tell anyone, you know, and I just thought, well, I've just better carry on singing. If I'm going to have a heart attack, I'll just sing. So I carried on singing, and then later on, I showed the mark to someone, and I had this huge red blotch under my arm and on my chest. And they said, you've been stung. And then I saw the creature sort of limping away, and I wrote a poem. Like I said, I've forgotten what festival this was, but the poem's called The Wasp Sting, and it goes like this. The pain flooded beneath my arm and spread mightier than the choir sang. It clawed and stung without relent. I stood and waited in disbelief. My left hand searched to find the harm, to grip the hurt where smarting sprang. It pierced me well with seething vent. I looked about to find relief. There, limping on the chancel floor, and leisurely its vandal pace, the black and yellow perpetrator that did not care for choral song. There were more psalms, but just before, I told my colleague of the disgrace. Her foot rose up, a swift berater, and sent the wasp to another place. Well, Patrick's back now. He had a quick...
Thank you very much, Gabriela. Yeah, my vocals just got a little bit of the dry throat, and that's can be unusual for me because, you know, I've always got something to say
and something to drink, but it's only lemonade.
Well, lemonade always works, you know. It's a little lubrication without the inebriation.
I've got some 3-in-1 at home. What about that?
Well, we can always check that out another time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's machine oil.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lubricate the gears.
Well, what shall we do now?
Well, I've got one of your favorite singers here.
Oh.
And it's Ella Fitzgerald.
Yes.
And, again, another one
Yeah.
of your choices.
Yeah.